mystery interstellar object. It's only the third time that we've actually detected an object that has come from beyond our solar system.
This wasn't meant to appear in our skies. It wasn't predicted, tracked, or even imagined. A strange object has slipped quietly into our solar system, unfamiliar, fast, and completely out of place.
Unusual trajectory of this object offers the possibility that it might have been designed so as to have some goals of a reconnaissance mission.
It doesn't match the behavior of any known comet or asteroid. And its path? It points to somewhere far beyond our sun's reach. Some think it's just space debris from another star. Others aren't so sure. It might be natural, or not. But one thing's certain, it's here now, briefly, before vanishing forever.
Entering the solar system with a purpose. And the question is, what is that purpose?
So what exactly is this cosmic outsider? And why does it feel different? Let's dive in. A stranger enters the solar system. On a quiet night in late June, a powerful telescope in Hawaii caught something unusual drifting across the stars. At first, it didn't look like much, just another speck of light in a sky full of them. But as more data came in, astronomers began to notice something odd. This object wasn't following the patterns of asteroids or comets we've studied for decades. Its speed was strange. Its direction didn't line up with anything local. And most surprisingly, it seemed to be entering the solar system, not orbiting within it. Soon, experts at NASA's Center for Near-Earth Object Studies confirmed it. This wasn't a glitch or a passing rock. This thing was real, and based on its unusual trajectory, it likely came from outside our solar system. That made it only the third known interstellar object ever detected. For now, it's been named 3I Atlas. 3 for its place in the timeline, I for interstellar, and Atlas for the telescope system that first spotted it. The Atlas system, short for Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, scans the sky nightly using telescopes in Hawaii and South Africa. Its job is to find objects that might pose a threat to Earth. But this time, it found something different. Something that might not be a threat, but certainly is a mystery. Within days, more than 100 telescopes around the world had confirmed the sighting. Observatories in Chile, Europe, and even backyard astronomers joined the search. All the data pointed to one thing. This visitor wasn't born in our cosmic neighborhood. It's a drifter from another star, passing briefly through our system before disappearing again into the void. And it's moving fast. So fast that whatever chance we have to study it won't last long. The path it shouldn't be on. When astronomers first plotted the object's movement, something didn't add up. It wasn't looping around the sun like our planets do. It wasn't caught in any stable orbit. Instead, 3I Atlas was flying on a hyperbolic path, meaning it was simply passing through, not staying. That kind of trajectory is a clear signature of an interstellar origin. Objects bound to our solar system follow elliptical orbits. But this one? It's a guest, not a resident. Even more unusual was its direction. If you trace its path backward, it doesn't come from the plane where most solar system bodies move. It comes from a high angle, like it fell in from above. And it appears to be arriving from somewhere near the center of the galaxy, or at least pointing in that general direction. That doesn't mean it came from the galactic core, but it adds another layer of intrigue to its origin. Right now, 3I Atlas is moving at an astonishing speed of about 152,000 miles per hour. That's far faster than anything bound by the sun's gravity. It's currently drifting through the outer solar system, roughly 3.8 times farther from the sun than Earth is. But it's moving steadily inward. Its first major encounter will be with Mars on October 3, 2025. Later that same month, it will make its closest approach to the sun, still at a safe distance. Earth, by then, will be on the opposite side of the sun, so we won't have any close interaction. But its journey through the inner solar system gives scientists a rare window to study something untouched by our star, unchanged by our planets, and born in the cold, distant reaches of another system. It's passing through, and then it will be gone. a mystery wrapped in light. The deeper scientists look into 3I/Atlas, the stranger it gets. Its brightness, for one, is raising eyebrows. This object is unusually luminous for something so far away.
It's coming from the upper direction of the constellation of Sagittarius.
That leads to a simple but puzzling question. What exactly is it made of? If it's a dark, rocky object like most asteroids, it would need to be massive, possibly up to 20 kilometers wide, to reflect this much light. But if it's icy, like a comet, it might be smaller, yet surrounded by a faint, glowing cloud of gas and dust. The problem is, no clear tail has been observed yet, no obvious outgassing either. So it doesn't behave like a typical comet. But it's also too bright to be just a rock. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb, who's known for suggesting that the first interstellar object, Oumuamua, might have been artificial, is once again urging scientists to take a closer look. He wants the James Webb Space Telescope to observe 3I/Atlas while it's still within range, not just to study its shape or composition, but to look for something more unusual. He's especially interested in whether the object is accelerating in a way that can't be explained by gravity alone. If non-gravitational acceleration is observed, like what was reported with Oumuamua, it could mean the object is being pushed by something, gas jets, solar radiation, or perhaps even a form of propulsion we don't yet understand. That's where the line between natural and artificial begins to blur. For now, scientists are being cautious. The official assumption is still that 3I/Atlas is natural. But as more data rolls in, the door to other possibilities remains slightly open. This object doesn't just reflect sunlight. It reflects uncertainty and a growing sense that we might be missing something. Echoes of past visitors. This isn't the first time something strange has entered our solar system. Back in 2017, astronomers caught sight of a mysterious object, later named Oumuamua, the very first confirmed interstellar visitor. It was long, thin, and unlike anything we'd seen before. It didn't behave like a comet. It had no tail, yet it unexpectedly sped up as it left the sun's pull. Scientists struggled to explain it. Was it a shard of rock shaped by time and space? Or was it something else entirely? Then, in 2019, came 2I/Borisov. This one was easier to understand. It looked and acted like a comet, complete with a bright tail and cloud of gas. Its chemistry was similar to comets in our solar system, suggesting that other star systems might form icy bodies in much the same way. Unlike Oumuamua, Borisov didn't raise many eyebrows, but it proved one thing clearly. Interstellar objects aren't a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. They happen. We just haven't been seeing them until recently. That's what makes 3I/Atlas so important. It's the third confirmed visitor from beyond, and it sits somewhere between the other two. It doesn't have the clear tail of Borisov, but it also doesn't match the strange, tumbling shape of Oumuamua. It's something else entirely. A new type of traveler, perhaps.
So indeed, we are very lucky that we discovered this object because it is such a rare event, only third.
The fact that we've spotted 3 of these in less than a decade has astronomers wondering, have we just now gained the tools to detect them, or is something changing? Are more objects entering our system now than before? With advanced sky surveys like the upcoming Vera Rubin Observatory, we may soon find out. But one thing is becoming clear. The solar system isn't as quiet as we once thought. Things are passing through. Some are familiar, some not. And each leaves behind more questions than answers. Now, first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you. Signals from the silence. As 3I/Atlas continues its silent glide through the solar system, scientists are preparing for a rare opportunity. This object won't stick around long, but while it's here, it can offer clues about the universe beyond our sun. Telescopes around the world are now pointed at it. Researchers are watching for changes in brightness, hints of rotation, or signs of gas escaping from its surface. Every flicker of light could be a message from somewhere far away. But some are listening for something more. Not sound, of course, but patterns. Movements that defy what gravity alone can explain. Subtle accelerations, reactions to solar radiation, deviations from the expected path. If 3I Atlas starts moving in ways that natural objects shouldn't, the debate will ignite again. Could this be more than just rock and ice? This idea may seem far-fetched, but it's not new. Avi Loeb, once considered a fringe voice for his alien probe hypothesis about Oumuamua, has gained serious attention in recent years. His push for scientific openness, asking "what if" instead of quickly saying "impossible," has influenced how researchers approach these rare visitors. Still, most scientists remain cautious. Extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence. So far, 3I Atlas is simply a fast-moving interstellar object with curious traits, but it's being watched more closely than almost anything else in space right now. And in that silence, no signal, no propulsion, no answers yet, it's already speaking volumes. Not about aliens, perhaps, but about how little we know, how wide and strange the universe still is. Whether this object is just a comet or something never seen before, it reminds us that the sky isn't just filled with stars. Sometimes it brings things that were never supposed to be here. And when it does, we can only watch and wonder. A future, written in the stars. The story of 3I Atlas isn't over. Not yet. Over the coming months, astronomers will track its every move.
The observations were combined with data from multiple ground-based observatories,
capturing more data than ever before on an interstellar object. With improved technology, sharper imaging, and global coordination, this could be our most detailed look yet at something from beyond our solar system. And while it may seem small, a faint dot against the black, it carries within it pieces of another world, maybe even another history. Its closest approach to Earth will come in December 2025, just before it begins its final exit. By then, it will have passed near Mars, skimmed past the Sun at a distance twice as far as Earth, and drifted silently through space, with the planet calling home. After that, it's gone. No returning orbit, no second chance. This is our only window. But the story doesn't end with this object. In fact, 3I Atlas might just be the beginning. New observatories like the Vera C. Rubin Observatory in Chile are preparing to scan the entire night sky every few nights with incredible detail. That means we could start spotting interstellar visitors far more frequently, and much earlier in their journey. Not just 3 in a decade, but dozens, maybe more. What does that mean for us? It could rewrite what we know about how objects travel between stars. It might help us understand how planetary systems form and how some debris escapes. Or, in the most unexpected outcome, it could force us to face a bigger question. Are we alone? For now, all we know is this. Something from another star system has entered ours. It's not staying. It may never return. But for a brief moment in time, it's crossing paths with us, and we're watching, recording, and trying to understand before it slips back into the void. The quiet revolution in our skies. Just a decade ago, the idea of spotting something from another star system felt like science fiction. The sky was familiar, predictable, a system of planets, moons, and rocks, all bound to the sun's gravity. But that idea is changing, quietly and rapidly. With the discovery of Oumuamua, then Borisov, and now 3I Atlas, we've entered a new era of skywatching, one where the solar system is no longer sealed off. Interstellar objects aren't rare myths anymore. They're real, and possibly more common than we ever imagined. So why are we only noticing them now? The answer lies in our tools. Telescopes have become faster, smarter, and more connected. Automated systems like ATLAS scan the sky every night, flagging anything that doesn't belong. Amateur astronomers now work alongside major space agencies, comparing data, checking old images, and helping pinpoint paths. What once took weeks now takes hours. The sky hasn't changed, we have. And it's not just about spotting these objects, it's about what they carry. Every interstellar visitor is a time capsule from another solar system, a frozen piece of a story written light years away. Studying them gives us clues about distant stars, alien chemistry, and the raw materials that form planets. It also stretches our imagination. If natural things can cross interstellar space, what about unnatural ones? The future of astronomy is heading in that direction. Quieter, more automated, and far more curious. We're no longer just looking at stars. We're watching for things moving between them. In this silent revolution, even a single rock from another system can shake our understanding of space. And 3I/Atlas, whatever it may turn out to be, is already part of that shift. It's not just a discovery, it's a sign of how much more we're finally starting to see. The message beneath the mystery. As 3I/Atlas continues its fleeting passage through our solar system, it leaves behind more than just a trail of curiosity. It leaves a question hanging in the dark, a question that science can measure, but not fully answer. What does it mean when something from another star brushes past our world? Is it just a rock, wandering for billions of years through the void? Or is it a silent messenger, carrying stories from places we'll never see? Even if 3I/Atlas turns out to be entirely natural, its presence still shifts something inside us. It reminds us how little control we have over the bigger universe. We didn't invite this visitor. We can't stop it. We can only observe, guess, and wonder. And sometimes, that's enough. Because even in its silence, it's reminding us that we're part of something much larger, something vast, ancient, and still unfolding. This object doesn't answer our deepest questions, but it stirs them up, about life, about distance, about the possibilities beyond our orbit. If one strange object can reach us, how many others are out there? What else might drift in, unannounced, unrecognized? And maybe, just maybe, one of these visitors won't be silent. Maybe the next one will carry something more, proof, message, or design. Until then, all we can do is prepare, improve our instruments, sharpen our questions, stay alert. 3I/Atlas may be gone within months, slipping back into the cold of deep space, but what it leaves behind will stay. A growing awareness that the universe isn't empty, it's moving, watching, and sometimes it reaches in, just far enough to make us notice, not to scare us, just to remind us we're not alone in the dark. Watching the unknown fade away. There's a quiet kind of sadness in knowing that 3I/Atlas won't be staying. It arrived uninvited, slipped into our solar system without a sound, and is already on its way out. This isn't an object that will orbit back. It's a one-time encounter, just passing through. By December 2025, it will make its closest approach to Earth, still millions of kilometers away. And after that, it will disappear into the darkness, never to return. Right now, scientists are racing against time. Telescopes around the world are capturing every bit of data they can, including its brightness, path, possible rotation, and signs of any outgassing. Even the James Webb Space Telescope might catch a glimpse before it vanishes, but there's a limit to what can be learned from a few fleeting months. That's the beauty and frustration of these interstellar visitors. They show up unexpectedly, leave too quickly, and carry with them mysteries we can only partially decode. Still, their presence reminds us of something bigger, that space isn't still, and the universe doesn't stop at the edge of our solar system. 3I/Atlas may soon be gone, but its brief appearance leaves behind a lasting message. We are not as alone or as isolated as we once believed. Sometimes, even in the vastness of space, something strange drifts close enough to see. The doorway we never knew existed. Before 2017, no one had ever seen anything from beyond our solar system enter it. The idea of interstellar visitors was more science fiction than science fact. But now, in just a few years, we've found 3, each one different, each one unexpected. 3I/Atlas isn't just another strange rock. It's part of a quiet pattern forming above our heads. And that pattern suggests something bigger is going on. Maybe these objects have always passed by us, hidden in plain sight. Maybe our instruments just weren't sharp enough to catch them. But with telescopes like Atlas, Pan-STARRS, and soon the Vera Rubin Observatory, we're finally beginning to see the faint lines drawn across the night sky by travelers from other stars. What 3I/Atlas really is, a comet, an asteroid, or something more, still isn't clear, but it matters less than what it represents. The opening of a door we never knew was there, a connection between us and the wider galaxy, a reminder that space is not empty and that our solar system is not sealed. As we keep watching the sky, the old idea of isolation fades. We are part of something far more vast and alive, something that sends visitors, not to answer our questions, but to awaken them. And maybe that's the beginning of something new.